Alright guys, we're gonna go over BTC. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. And I'm gonna explain to you about time frames that has not given a new signal and the old signal exists. So we're gonna start off with the 1 hour chart. So if you look at the 1 hour chart, you're gonna see we got a sell signal. We came down, touched the target one, and went a little bit below it. Now, if you look at this, and I'll come up a little bit, there's two things that can happen. You hit target one. If the pullback is deeper, you can actually work down to target two. You can even wick down a little bit. But if you look at this green cloud right here, this green cloud is the reversal zone. So the pullback could be as deep as 56K. And if it keeps dropping, it can go to 53. From here, it will usually reverse. Now, this is based on the 1 hour chart. But let's say only for the 1 hour chart, this 56.3 is the lowest it can go. Well, in this case, it did go a little bit lower, but you get the idea. I'm just rounding up the number. If the 1 hour chart doesn't readjust this to pricing we're looking at, then what the 1 hour chart is going to do is it's going to use this as a support. So it may come down here, bounce, and go up. Until this numbers adjust, then however low it came, it becomes the support. So for now, this is the support unless Bitcoin decides to come down here. And I will discuss this support line a little bit more on a different time frame so you can see this a little bit better. So let's go to 2 hours. Same thing. If you look at 2 hours, it broke target one and it came almost down to target two. So this yellow line now becomes the support. So if the 2 hour doesn't adjust this to pricing you see, then it's going to keep referring to this area as a support area. And even if Bitcoin comes down, most likely it'll recover and bounce until this two adjusts. So let's go to 3 hour chart. 3 hour chart, same thing as you can see. So as of right now, let's say 56K is the support. If we go to the 4 hour, we haven't reached 55.6. If you go to 5 hours, we haven't reached 55.7. If you go to 6 hours, we haven't reached about 55K. Now I'll use 1 day as the main example because this is where we need our target at some point to change. So if you look at it, we got a sell signal. This was 1 day prior to the dip that went here. So you have to remember now that because the 1 hour chart, the 1 day chart has not changed from that signal, it still shows overall it's in a downtrend. This line right here becomes the support. So without this signal changing, if Bitcoin decides to pull back and those targets doesn't change, then Bitcoin will eventually come here and bounce back. I'm not telling you that it's going to come to this 59K range. I'm just showing you if we don't get a new signal, like you see we have this signal, eventually we got that signal. So if we don't get a buy signal and Bitcoin keeps dropping, then 49K becomes its support.
Auto shutdown initiated.
So this video is just to explain to you that, hey, what happens when a signal doesn't change and we are still waiting. That will wrap up this video. Hopefully that helped you.